Well, this is where it's all taking place. The new Enlarged Cotter Dam wall is going to go in front there of the old dam wall, and we'll have a great new dam for Canberra. Hi, it's Richard Snashall back again with a bit of an update on the works at the Enlarged Cotter Dam site. Now, the camera's moving over to the left there. You can see much of the haul roads and much of the work going on up on the hill there. There's a considerable amount of earthwork, of course, on site. That's the new crusher plant building, which will be commissioned in the next few weeks. That means that they'll be test running it. And you can see all the plant and equipment that's working on site. There's a truck tipping a load, and you've got various dozers and other plant and machinery working in the background, and obviously everyone coordinates very carefully. I love seeing this. It's amazing how these excavators work on such steep terrain, and they use their buckets to sort of help themselves get to various sites. Now, these chaps are preparing for a quarry blast. They will let off a shot or a blast, which will obviously loosen the stone, and that's what is used for construction purposes on site. Now I'm up on the what is called Stockpile Hill, and that's going to be a stockpiling location for aggregates before they're taken over for the new dam. And that's looking back towards the crusher building there. Now I'm over on the batch plant hill, and you can see this excavator is digging into what looks like actually very, very hard rock, but it's actually fairly soft and spongy and not too difficult to extract, so I'm told. There's the old Cotter Dam wall, the original Cotter Dam wall, and I pull the camera back here to reveal the work going on this side, or this is called the right abutment side. And there's obviously a lot of levelling and earthworks there, so this excavator is removing material, and it's being taken away in the wonderful Moxie trucks. That's looking over the Cotter Riverbed towards what's called the left abutment, and work has commenced over on that particular site there. Obviously a great deal of attention is paid to safety working on these sites with such steep terrain. The guys there, obviously they haven't got too bad a situation there, a nice deck to have a meeting on. They're just preparing for the quarry blast, which is coming up after they had this meeting. So I'll take you over now and we'll have a look at the blast itself. I've slowed the camera down to 30% speed, and you can see the shots going off, and then the blast itself takes place. It's really, really well controlled. And I should point out that I'm not behind the camera. I'm actually much further away at a safe location with the shot firers, leaving the camera on the tripod to film the blast. And then once the blast is all over, the guys come out and they do an inspection, the blast engineers, and there was a guy from Work Cover there as well, and they then give the all clear for people to return to the other work sites and get on with their jobs. So it's a very, very careful process. So it was a successful blast, and that's just a bit of a final scene after all the earthworks are done. Now I'll let Ray Hezkial, the ACTEW project manager for the Enlarged Cotter Dam, have the final word on what's been happening on site.
So we're actually in full swing here at the moment. We've got a lot of things happening. It's all hands on deck. We've commenced on the left-hand abutment. The excavation works behind me. The river diversion in the valley has been completed. We're actually starting to do some drilling also on the right abutment. We've also commenced establishing the quarry, and we're actually starting to pull out some rock ahead of manufacturing that rock to make aggregate for the concrete. The crushing plant is about 2 to 3 weeks away from commissioning and running, so we're quite excited about that. And most of the haul roads have been bulked out, and we're really just in the process of trimming those up. Other things that have been going on, the viewing platform is making great progress, and we hope to be able to have that completed sometime in early August for members of the community to come out and have a look at the construction for themselves.